Hello, hello everyone, and welcome to the class. My name is Audrey, and today we're continuing our idiom series, okay? So if you've been with me all week, you've noticed that we've been focusing on American idioms, on common American idioms. Today we're going to continue that series, learning several more idioms by looking at example sentences and trying to figure out the context of the idioms. Okay, so I hope you'll join right now. Right now at the beginning of the class is the best time to join so that you can get the benefit of all of the lesson, and at the end we will take time to review and practice using these idioms in sentences. Okay, so again, we're looking at several common American idioms. And these idioms are extremely common to be used both in conversation and sometimes in formal writing as well. Okay, so some of them are more commonly used in speech, others are more common to be seen in writing. Just ask if you have any questions about the usage, and we will get started just as soon as everybody joins the class. Okay, so let's see who we have. Abdullah, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Excellent, excellent. It's been a while since I've seen you in class.
Yeah, it was. I had no tickets. That was the reason.
I see,
Yeah.
I understand. Well,
Yeah.
it's good to have you in class today.
Thank you. Well, likewise.
Excellent. We also have Alberto. Welcome, Alberto. How are you? Are you there?
Hi,
You might
good
need to.
afternoon.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you are.
yeah,
There you are.
yeah.
Excellent. How are you doing today?
Well, well, fine. Thank you.
Okay, great, great. And tell us where you're from.
I'm from Spain.
Okay, perfect. Did we see you yesterday in class?
No, it's the second one with you. The second one with you.
Very good. Very good. So nice to have you.
I
Okay.
stayed yesterday.
Great, great. Let's see. We also have Shamsuddin. Are you there? You might need to unmute your microphone. So click on that microphone icon above the verbling chat. I'll come back to you in a second. We also have Viviana.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Great, it's nice to see you. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Welcome to the class. Shamsuddin, are you there?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, great. And where are you from?
I'm from Niger.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So again, we're looking at several American idioms here, looking at the context to try and find the meaning. So if you're familiar with my idiom classes, you'll know that we look at example sentences and take turns looking at these contexts to come up with our own definitions. Okay, so don't feel worried or nervous if you don't know the perfect definition. Just try, give it a try, and we'll help you out. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and give you a link in the chat. I believe the link is already in the description. So if you look underneath the class, you can click on that link as well, or you can follow along on my screen. Okay, and it looks like we have a couple more students. Mon, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How are you, teacher?
I'm excellent. Thank you for asking. So welcome to the class. It's nice to see you today.
Thank you.
And we also have, sorry?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome to the class. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the screen. Okay, the first one is to level the playing field. And this one goes to Abdullah. Abdullah, would you like to read the example sentence for us?
Yeah. To level the playing field, your team has one less player than ours, so you can start early to level the playing field.
Okay, excellent. So what do you think it means, Abdullah, based on this example, to level the playing field?
To give advantage to someone.
Okay,
Maybe.
to give advantage to someone, that's close. So you can start early to level the playing field. So think about the beginning of this sentence. Your team has one less player than ours. Okay, so it starts off being unfair, right?
Yeah. To make it fair for two teams.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So to
I
make
see.
it fair,
I
okay?
see.
So like you said, they are giving an advantage to one team, but they're giving advantage to a team that already has a disadvantage. So what they want to do is they want to make it even or make it fair. Okay? Exactly. So the rest in the class, to level the playing field means to make something fair or even for everybody. Okay, any questions about that one?
No.
If you have any questions about usage, you want to ask about example sentences, any questions that you have, please do. And then at the end, we will have time for more questions and to practice and review using these in sentences. Okay? So for now, let's go to the next one. Don't be afraid to stop me if you think of any questions. Okay, next we have off the record. Alberto, would you read it for us?
Yes. Off the record. Off the record, can you tell me the real reason why you decided to leave a job?
Okay, excellent. So what do you think, Alberto? Off the record, what do you think it means?
Off the record is means well, something that you say, but you don't have public or publicated.
You've got a lot of noise in your microphone. I'm not sure what it is in the background, but it's hard to understand.
Can you hear me? Right.
Sure.
Yeah, that's expression that means that you say something, but you don't want the person you say.
Are you still there?
I'm fine.
Alberto?
Maybe we've lost Alberto.
Yes,
Oh, he's still
I'm
here.
from Niger.
I'm here.
Okay. I think you're still having some problems with your
Yes.
microphone, but now we can hear you. Okay, so you're off to a great start with your definition. So you tell somebody something, but you don't want them to what?
You didn't tell it to anybody? You didn't make it publicly?
Right. You didn't make it, you would say public.
Public, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so exactly. And Alberto, I know that you had the right idea, but it was just hard to hear your microphone. Hopefully that will get a little bit better because, of course, we want you to participate and to be able to hear you. Okay, but exactly. Like you said, Alberto, and like you said, Abdullah, if you say something to somebody, but you don't want it to be public, okay, so you say, can it be off the record? Okay, any questions about that one?
No.
Okay, next let's go to Mon. Mon, could you read us this one? To go
Yeah.
out on a limb.
Okay. To go out on the limb. Henry went Henry went out on the limb when he asked his boss for a 25% rise.
Okay, excellent. He went out on a limb. Do you have any ideas, Mon? What do you think?
About to go out on the limb?
Right, exactly. What do you think it might mean?
Um, sorry, I don't know. I don't know what it means.
That's okay. Let's think about it. So he asked his boss for a 25% raise. That's a pretty substantial raise. It's a large raise. So what do you think it might mean? Maybe the rest of the class. Do you have any ideas?
Maybe he begged for the raise.
Okay, that's a good guess, but not exactly to beg.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It's good though. Don't worry.
In a formal way. Let's say in a formal way. Oh.
Good that you're looking at the context, you're thinking, but not quite. Alberto, do you have any guess? Maybe not. Hopefully Alberto will come back to us. Okay, so let me just explain a little bit. Do you know what a limb is? Those in the class? So it's to go out on a limb. What is a limb?
It is a part of your body.
Right, it could be a part of your body, but what else could it be? Do you know?
I don't know. No.
Okay, so a limb is also a branch of a tree.
Ah, okay.
So that's why we call our arms and legs limbs, because they're like the branches of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to go out on a limb, if you imagine somebody, I'm going to take off the screen for a second. If you imagine a tree and you have all these branches, if you're going out on a limb, it's kind of dangerous. It's risky because the limb might fall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to go out on a limb means to take a risk.
Okay.
So if we look back at the example sentence, Henry went out on a limb, or he took a risk when he asked his boss for a 25% raise. So the boss could give him the raise, or maybe the boss could get angry and fire him. I don't know. But it was a risk. He went out on a limb. Okay? Any questions about that one?
No questions.
Okay. I see in the chat, Ayat is asking, is it to ask something difficult? And it can be to ask something difficult, but the main meaning and the more general meaning is to do something risky. Okay, so it could be asking for something, but it's just to do something risky. Okay, next we have to pig out. Abdullah, could you read it?
Yeah. To pick out, Patrick usually picks out at the Chinese buffet, but he wasn't feeling very hungry today.
Okay, great. So what do you think?
I think it means just to eat like a pig, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're right.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so to pig out means to eat like a pig or to eat a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Patrick usually pigs out or eats a lot at a Chinese buffet, but he wasn't feeling very hungry today. Okay, perfect. Questions? Let's go next to pipe down. Alberto, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay,
Could you hear
perfect.
me?
Sure, we can hear you very well now. So
Oof.
hopefully it stays like this.
Well,
Okay.
to pipe down.
So, yeah, go ahead.
To pipe down. Pipe down. There are people trying to study in the library. It could be, could mean shut up or be quiet.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, pipe down. Be quiet. There are people trying to study in the library. Okay, the thing that we have to remember here is that there are always different intensities or connotations to words. So if we say be quiet, that's relatively kind. If we say pipe down, that's not extremely rude, but it's not extremely polite either. If we say shut up, that's pretty rude. Okay, so there's different variations, but this one, pipe down, is kind of in the middle. So you might be irritated when you tell someone to pipe down, but it's not extremely rude.
Okay.
Okay, so exactly, to pipe down, to be quiet, in between to be quiet and to shut up as far as rudeness. Okay, any questions there?
Nope.
Let's go next to this one, a rain check. Okay, Mon, could you read it for us?
Yes. When checked. Sorry, but can I get the rain check on our plans tonight? I have to work.
Okay, excellent. So what do you think, Mon? In this case, the person in the example had plans with someone else, and they're asking, can I get a rain check? I have to work. What do you think?
Maybe someone want to get a little time of other person. I don't know.
Okay.
I just think, yes.
That's okay. That's okay. Because these are new for us, so we're thinking about what it might be. Okay. That's an idea, and it might be kind of close. Any other ideas?
It means just to postpone postpone something, the meeting
Right.
or something like that. Yeah.
Right. So can I get a rain check on our plans? Meaning, can we postpone them? Because I have to work in this case. Okay. So if you think about when something rains, or when at some time it rains, maybe if you had plans to do something outside and it starts to rain, you're going to have to postpone whatever you had planned. Okay, so that's where this comes from. Can I get a rain check? Even if it's not because it's raining. So in this case, I have to work. It's not because it's raining that our plans are canceled, but we use this phrase, a rain check.
Yeah, I think this term is also used in big events like concerts or like other things that I held outside. And if it's rain, you get a rain check ticket or something like that to get your money back.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So sometimes we can't control the weather, or we can't control any other circumstances, so we say to have a rain check. Okay, any other questions about this one?
No.
Let's go next to get off scot-free. Abdullah, would you read it?
Yeah, to get off scot-free. Even though he was guilty, the rich man got off scot-free from the murder charge. It means that he wasn't punished for his crime.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
got off scot-free. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. To get off scot-free means to not be punished at all, to have no consequences, usually for something negative. Okay, so he got off scot-free from the murder. Okay, any questions there?
Teacher, is it always about a crime or not?
No, it's not always about a crime, but it's always about something bad. So
Yeah, something bad.
maybe if a child argued with his teacher, he got off scot-free when he didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but that's an excellent question. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, next we have to sit shotgun. Alberto, would you read it for us?
Yes, to sit shotgun. The children always fight about who will sit shotgun on long trips.
Okay, so what do you think? Any idea?
I have no idea.
Okay, so think about if they're in a car. They're taking a trip in a car, and they always fight about who will sit shotgun. So where in the car do you think is shotgun? Where do most people want to sit in a car?
At the front seat.
Right, exactly. Okay, so shotgun is the front seat of a car, not the driver's seat, but the passenger seat, the next seat in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to sit shotgun means to sit in the front seat.
Okay.
Okay, any questions there?
No.
And what I heard about this idiom, just to give you something to maybe help you remember it, is that it's called sitting shotgun because when people, maybe if they're hunting or if they're in the military and they have their guns, they're in the driver's seat and they put their shotgun in the passenger seat. So they call it to sit shotgun because that's where they put their gun, right next to them. Okay, maybe it's a rumor, but that's what I've heard. Okay, let's go to the next one. Something fishy. Mon, could you read it for us?
Yeah, something fishy. I knew there was something fishy about that Robert when he didn't provide on his information.
Okay, great. So something fishy. What do you think could be something fishy about this lawyer?
Mm, I think something fishy is something that maybe I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so something bad. Could be something bad. Yeah. Anything else?
And
Something to suspect.
Yeah, suspicious. Yeah.
Right, right. Something fishy could be something suspicious or something to suspect. Okay, so I knew there was something fishy. You're not sure what it is. You're not sure if it's bad, but it's a little strange or suspicious. Okay, so when he didn't provide all his information, you got a strange feeling. You thought there was something suspicious about this lawyer. Okay, so exactly, something fishy, something strange or suspicious. Okay, any questions about this one?
No.
No.
Okay, next let's go to spitting image. Abdullah?
Yeah. Larissa is the spitting image of her mother. It means that she looks like her mother.
Right, she looks exactly like her mother.
Yeah.
She is the spitting image of her mother. Okay, perfect. I wish I had a good story about where this one comes from. It seems interesting. I'm not sure what it means, a spitting image, literally.
Well, no, it would be better if you don't tell us. It would be better. I don't want
Okay,
to.
we just
I
want to
don't-
leave it. We don't
Yeah.
want to know. All right, good. So it's good I don't know. Excellent. So spitting image, exactly. When somebody looks exactly like somebody else, usually parents, when they look exactly like their parents or grandparents. Okay, questions here?
No.
No.
Let's go next to this one. The ball is in your court. Alberto, would you read it for us?
Yes, the ball is in your court. I've done everything I can, but the ball is in your court now if you want the job. Well, it means that it's your responsibility now.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. The ball is in your court. So in this case, I've done everything that I can, but now it's your responsibility. Now it's your choice and it's your decision what happens. Okay, exactly. Oops, sorry. Okay. Good. Any questions about this one? And how could we connect this one to a literal meaning? So think about the ball is in your court literally. How can that mean that something is your responsibility? Can anyone draw a connection between the literal meaning and the idiomatic meaning? So imagine that you're playing some kind of sports game and the ball is in someone else's court. So you don't have to do anything. The ball is in their court or in their area. So you're just standing watching. Well, if the ball comes over to you, now it's up to you. Now it's your job and it's your turn to play. Okay, so if you think about it related to sports, the ball is in your court now, or the ball is close to you. It's your job to play the ball. Okay, next let's go to this one. To steal someone's thunder. Was there a question about that last one? Maybe not. Okay, let's go to this one. To steal someone's thunder. Mon, could you read it for us?
Yeah. To steal someone's thunder. Katie worked so hard for the company, but her boss always stole her thunder.
Okay, excellent. So Katie's working so hard, but her boss always stole her thunder. Any idea, Mon? What do you think?
I think example, I worked so hard for my company, but my boss don't give me more money, or don't improve my position.
Okay, so that could be part of it. If you're working really hard and he's not giving you any money, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with the money about your job. Okay, so if your boss is stealing your thunder, they're not taking away your money necessarily. They could be, but not always. So what else could they be taking away?
He is the one who is in the limelight.
Right.
Yeah, he always gets the attraction of other people.
Right. So he's in the limelight. He's the one that is taking the credit. Okay, so the boss isn't taking away your money, but they're taking away the credit. So even though Katie is the one that's working hard, the boss is taking the credit. So everybody thinks it's the boss that's doing a wonderful job, even though it's Katie. Okay, questions about this one?
No.
No.
Okay, let's go next to this one, kind of a funny one, and it's for you, Abdullah, like chickens with their heads cut off.
There is a 50% off sale at the mall. Everyone is running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Okay, great. I know you
Yeah.
can't see the bottom, but good that you assumed that's what that said.
Yeah. I think it means that everybody gone wild and run like chickens with their heads cut off.
Right, exactly. So this one you can imagine literally. When you cut a chicken's head off, its body is still running around being crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so people are running around like crazy people, not knowing where they're going. Okay, exactly. Questions there?
No.
No.
Okay, and that was the last one that we're going to go over before we take a little bit of time to review. And so hopefully we're going to be 100% clear while we review because we have such a small class. So before we review, let's look back at the slides. So take a little bit of time to look back at the slides and make sure that you're 100% clear on everything before we practice making sentences with them. Okay, so sometimes the hardest part of an idiom is learning how to properly use it in conversation, because you have to worry about conjugation if there are verbs in it and changing words around to fit the situation. So that's what we're going to practice a little bit for the rest of the class. But before we do, make sure that you understand the definition and the meaning of all of them. So again, I'm just going to post it in the chat. Take a few minutes or a few seconds to look through the slides really quickly. And if you had any questions or if you forgot one while we were going over them, let me know. Okay, so I'll just wait for a little bit.
Yes.
And go ahead, Abdullah.
Can I ask you about another term?
Sure.
The term was to soup up something. Does it mean that you embellish something like your CV? Can we use that in that phrase?
In your CV, I haven't heard it referred to or used in something like a CV.
Okay.
Usually, the most common way that I hear this one to soup up is to soup up your car. And it does mean to embellish and to add a bunch of extra things. So if you're souping up your car,
Okay.
you're putting, a new paint job on and putting new wheels on and making it look really cool.
Okay, so you just use it in technical terms and not in other. Can we say that? If you want to modify something, like your
It's
car.
not really used in technical terms. It's kind of more like a slang
I
to
see.
soup something up.
Okay.
So the most common thing that I hear it with is your car, but you can use it maybe for other things as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let me know when you've gone through the slide and you're pretty confident about the meaning of all of them. Any questions from you, Alberto?
No. There are a lot of idioms that are similar in Spanish.
Oh, great. Okay, so if no more questions, let's go ahead and practice using them in sentences. So you guys are going to be asking questions to each other and answering them. So maybe if you can, try and answer them using the idiom in your answer as well. So you don't have to, but the person asking the question should make a question using the idiom. Okay, so we're starting with to level the playing field. Abdullah, would you ask Alberto a question?
Okay, that's a difficult one. Well, how can I ask it? I have to use this example. Have you ever leveled the playing field while you was working as a trainer in a football team? Can we say that? No.
Yeah. No, never. When I lost, it's because the other team is better.
Okay, very good. So remember, to level the playing field is to make it even. So Alberto, like you said, if the other team is better, then the playing field is not level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And just in your question, Abdullah, you
Yeah.
said, have you ever leveled the playing field when it should be when you were.
Okay.
Okay, instead of when you was, it should be when you were.
Okay.
Okay, other than that, great sentence and great answer, Alberto. So this next one is for you, off the record. Alberto, would you ask to Abdullah?
Please, Prime Minister Abdullah, you say me something of the record?
I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it, please?
If you are the Turkish Prime Minister,
Yeah.
Abdullah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I tell. Please, Prime Minister, would you tell me something interesting of the
Okay.
record, please?
Okay. Now I got it. Okay. Thank you. Well, I can say that I will be in office for long years.
Okay, very good, very good. And so you might want to say, Abdullah, I will be in the office for many years or for a long time.
For a long
So
time. Okay.
either say many years or a long time.
Okay.
Okay, and Alberto, your question was very good as well, and you corrected yourself the second time, but I just wanted to make a point about the difference between to say and to tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first time you said, would you say me? And it should be like you said the second time, to tell me, because it is me. It's followed by me, so to tell me. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
Okay.
Next we have this one, to go out on a limb. Abdullah, would you ask a question this time?
Okay. Have you ever gone out on a limb to get a pay raise?
Sorry, to pay?
To get a pay raise? No, payment raise? How?
A pay raise is okay.
Pay raise, yeah.
I can understand the last word.
I'm sorry. Okay. Have you ever gone out on a limb to get a pay raise?
Pay base.
Okay, a pay raise. So explain what it means, Abdullah. I'll type it.
To get a higher salary. That's a pay raise.
Well, I tried, but my boss my boss doesn't give me the salary.
Okay, very good, very good. And Alberto, if you want to say that in past tense, you said, I tried, but my boss exactly didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So as long as you're catching your mistakes, that's excellent. But you guys are doing a great job. Great sentences. Okay, next let's go to pig out. Alberto, this one's yours.
Did you pig out when you went to the Peter's party? Peter's party. Sorry.
I hope that I will not pick out Peter's party. Well, I usually do not pick out, but I hope it will not happen this time.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Next, let's have Abdullah to pipe down.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask? Okay. please pipe down. We are trying to learn in this class. Yeah. Also.
Sorry, Abdullah.
Okay, excellent. Excellent.
But
Yes,
it was,
Alberto,
yeah.
you're being really distracting. Pipe down.
Oh, dear.
Just kidding.
I know.
Okay, next we have a rain check. Alberto, would you read a question? Would you ask a question?
Would we get a rain check about our trip to US?
Of course, I can. Of course, we can go later to USA, to the USA. Yeah.
Okay, great. Rain check. Okay, let's go next to get off scot-free. Abdullah?
Okay. Have you ever gotten off scot-free when you cheated in an exam?
This is off the record, so don't worry, Alberto.
Well. Good, teacher, good. Well, a little.
Just a little bit.
Just once.
Excellent. Okay. Next, let's see. We have to sit shotgun. Alberto, would you ask a question?
Yeah. Do you want to shoot shotgun?
Actually not. I always get a headache if I sit at the front seat.
Okay, great. Just a point about that one. Instead of actually not, it should be actually no.
Okay, actually no. Okay.
Everything else is great.
It's my turn. Okay. Okay.
Yes, something fishy.
Don't you think there is something fishy on Verbling?
Sure. This morning I have not connected with. I couldn't connect it with this.
Okay.
Okay. What exactly did you mean, Alberto, with that answer?
That this morning I had problems to connect with Berlin.
I see. Yeah, so there must be something fishy going on.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And I just want to ask, is that true, Alberto? Did you have some trouble connecting?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Yes, because I think some people have been having a lot of trouble connecting and joining classes. So we're trying to work on it.
Well, it's general.
Yeah.
Okay. And Abdullah, did you have trouble? I'm just asking. I want to make sure that we can fix the problem.
No, but I don't like the new Verbling policy.
Yes, I know.
No.
I know it does take a lot of time to get used to, and I apologize for the changes. So we'll
It's
see
not
what
your fault.
happens. Yes, we'll see what happens in the next few weeks, and
I mean, you
we'll
see
just
that there are lots of empty classes. If you looked at it, I was on many classes the last weeks, and I have seen lots of empty classes because of the new ticket system. Yeah.
Yes, and we're trying to work and find a solution that works for everybody. So hopefully, if you'll stick in and wait it out, I hope that it'll be better in the future.
Hopefully.
Okay, but I'm glad you're here now, Abdullah. Okay, let's go next to spinning image. And I don't remember whose turn it is, but I'm sure you do.
It's I think it's Alberto's turn. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you the spitting image of something? Oh, somebody?
Well, I am. Lots of people say that I am the spitting image of my dad.
Okay, excellent, perfect. Let's go next to this one. The ball is in your court. And Abdullah,
Oui,
the ball is
okay.
in your court with this
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's difficult to ask a question with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask it? Okay. What would you do if the ball is in your court?
Well, I would try to manage the situation.
Well, okay, it was a bad example because we don't have a context, but yeah, that's a problem.
Well, Alberto gave a general
Yeah.
answer, right?
Yeah.
He would try to manage whatever situation is happening.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Spanish,
excellent.
in Spanish, it is said the same expression. It is said the ball is in your roof.
Is in your roof?
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting. I wonder why. Do you know why, Alberto?
I don't know. It is said, and I say it.
Yes, I think with a lot of these idioms, they don't really make sense, and we don't know why we started saying them. We don't know the origin. But it's interesting to think about how we started, or how we began to say these things. Do you have a similar one, Abdullah, in your language?
Yeah, we say you have the ball in German.
You have the ball.
Yeah, you say it.
Okay, interesting.
All is
Next,
about
let's-
the ball.
What was it, Alberto?
All is about the ball, then.
Yes.
In all the countries.
It appears. Okay, next we have this one, to steal someone's thunder. And is it Alberto?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want you to steal your boss' thunder?
Well, it's not possible to steal my boss's thunder because he's a big show off and he's a good entertainer.
Excellent. I hope your boss isn't watching right now, Abdullah.
I have not.
Okay, great. Just a point for you, Alberto. When you said boss, it should be like Abdullah said, bosses. Bosses thunder.
Abdullah said the right, no?
Right, bosses. Okay, and for that one, we just put an apostrophe S, and I'll type it in the chat just so you know, bosses. Okay, and next we have like chickens with their heads cut off. Abdullah?
Well, Alberto, would you run around like a chicken with like a I have to use it in singular, but
You can do it.
like a chicken with its head off?
Right, like a chicken with its head cut off.
Okay. Would you run around like a chicken with its head cut off if you see if there were 70% sale sale on camcorders?
Said on? Sorry, I can understand you.
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, it was a long sentence. Okay.
I hope you can remember it, Abdullah.
Yeah. Okay, I will try. Would you run around like a chicken with its head cut off if there were 70% sale on camcorders?
I can understand your last expression. The
Camcorder.
last word.
Camera?
Camcorder or a
Camcorder.
video recorder.
Video recorder or camcorder. Or let's say camera.
Camera?
Yeah.
No, I can understand the
So if there were a 70% off sale
expression.
on cameras, on video cameras, would you run around, Alberto, like a chicken with its head cut off?
No, I can understand the expression.
Would you, okay, let me say it differently. Would you run around wildly if you see if you see a 70% sale off at camcorders?
I understand. I understand. No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them. I don't like them.
Are you sure?
Okay.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Come on, you would do that. Come on, everybody would do it.
No.
70% off, that's quite a bargain. Okay, he's not interested. That's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's so
interesting.
easy to tell it on Burbling. Yeah, it's so easy.
Okay, excellent. So let's see, was that our last one?
Yeah, it was our last one.
I think so. Okay, so we have options now. It seems like you guys understand most of these very well. Any questions at all about any of them?
No.
Okay, it's okay. Abdullah's
Yeah.
okay. Alberto, are you okay? Are you there, Alberto?
He's going to the mall in order to buy the camera.
Yes, because he
Yeah.
heard about the sale.
Yeah.
Okay, well, come back to us, Alberto. Let us know when you're back. Your microphone might be muted. I'm not sure. But we have options here. We have just a couple more minutes, so we can continue to make sentences and practice. Or if you guys have any questions to ask me that are away from this topic, maybe if you have other idioms that you'd like to ask about, you can do that as well. Or we can learn a couple more. So what do you think?
Let's learn a couple of idioms. Yeah.
Okay, a couple new ones?
Yeah.
Okay, let me find some. So I don't have, of course, I wasn't expecting to get done so early, but I have plenty of idioms. So let me find some, just a second.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at this one. It's from March, so maybe, oh, no, Alberto has left us.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as I turn my head, he leaves. Oh
Yeah.
no, how sad. Okay, it's just you and me, Abdullah.
Okay.
That's okay, right? You're okay with that?
I'm sure.
Okay. So let's look at this one. Let me send it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
So it starts out with this one, to make ends meet. I'm not sure if you were in this class. This was in March.
Okay.
But maybe we can learn a couple of these, okay?
Yeah. To make ends meet, I'm going to have to work 3 jobs just to make ends meet. It means to get enough money at the end of a month.
Right, exactly. Okay, so to make ends meet. Typically, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any situation that we use this not talking about money, but I think we only use it for money.
Yeah.
Okay, so to make ends meet. Okay, excellent. So maybe, would you ask me a question using this one?
Okay. Is it difficult to you to make ends meet every month?
That's too personal. You can't ask that.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
okay, good.
No. So I can always make ends meet at the end of the month. Okay,
Good
good
to hear
question. Don't worry about me. I'm making ends meet.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so excellent. Let's go to the next one. Next to nothing.
Harry bought that car from his uncle for next to nothing. It means that Harry bought it immediately.
My screen is off. I didn't know that. Let me put it up. Okay. Not that he bought it immediately.
For next to nothing. Without any reason, maybe? No?
Not without any reason. So imagine if he needs a car and his uncle has one, but because it's his uncle sold it to him for next to nothing. Okay, just because they're family.
Okay. That's a difficult one. Okay, next one. Okay. No, I don't think that I get it. Actually.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, imagine if it said Harry bought that car from his uncle for nothing. What would that mean?
He didn't. Well, he pay less money.
Right. If you said nothing, he bought it for nothing, it would mean that his uncle just gave him the car. He didn't pay for it. So if you say next to nothing, then it would be really close to nothing or very little.
Very little. Okay, now I got it.
Okay, so because they were family, because it was his uncle, he sold him the car for next to nothing or really cheap.
Oh, what a lucky guy. So,
So if Alberto went to that 70% off sale, he bought those camcorders for next to nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so try and use this one in a sentence.
Okay. Have you got anything from your family for next to nothing?
I'm sure I have, but I can't think of anything at the moment. Maybe my car. My first car I got from my father for next to nothing.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Next we have this one, up to snuff. Would you read it?
We will see if she is up to snuff after she works for a few days. Maybe it means we will see if she's able to cope the situation in her job.
Right. That's very, I think it's good in this situation, but maybe what's a more general definition of this one? So that's pretty specific to the situation, but how would you generalize it?
If she's able to do it.
If she's able to do it. Maybe a better way that we could define it would be up to snuff, meaning good enough.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see if she's up to snuff or good enough, in this case, at the job, after she works for a few days. Okay, so we could use it, again, in several different contexts. We'll see if she's up to snuff. How else could we use it?
Okay. Yeah. You have to up to snuff if you want to find a job.
Right. You would say you have to be up to snuff.
You have to be up to
Okay,
snuff.
you have to be up to snuff or good enough if you want to find a job. Okay, excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
So, we're out of time for my private lesson with Abdullah. But it was, of course, excellent to have you in the class, and those who were there before, excellent to have you as well. So again, thank you for being in the class. Thank you those of you who are watching and in the chat. I wish you were here with us, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you again. I
Bye.
hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hopefully. Have a nice